So in YouTube, the way to find the VIP team fast and easy is you simply type in the space VIP space team, and that effectively brings us up right at the top out of about 4 million results, and that's a good way to find us. So when you see that round picture of me, that's the one to use. You click on that, it brings you to our VIP channel, and what I typically do is I almost on any channel I go either to the videos or I go to the playlists. Now the playlists is the easiest place to find our grouped classes or grouped sessions. Actually, the one to be looking for is this one right here, which is the called the Master Key System, the intensive classes of the Master Key System with Charles Hanel. Right there you have all the classes grouped. Now, as you have probably seen in Facebook, and right there is the announcement of Constance Marie that says please don't spam. If you do, not only do you get kicked out, but you get blocked, and that's important. There is our live stream that is happening this moment. And there's some of our videos. This was the announcement to the live stream. And then about 3 hours ago this morning, I asked, have you seen and tested the new chart in your VIP back office yet? Yeah, that is where I wanted to be. Let me see size-wise. Zoom, there we go. When you log into your back office, you will notice that there is a new button here, and the button leads to a newly embedded tool page, a tool chart. We'll eventually find a very easy name for it. The tool chart to the Master Key System Chapter 1. Now we're giving away Chapter 1. Just to put that in perspective, the VIP team, including the programmers, the designers, the photographers, the video professionals, the narrators, and with all the top quality professional equipment and software, and good God, how daunting that is. We have spent well over 1,500 work hours, and if we include study hours, then we're into almost the double, 3,000 hours. There has been unbelievable study and research that has come in, but in work we have effectively spent, now we're not charging our own company these hours. We do pay the people, and we don't pay them at $50 an hour, but that would be what it would cost if it was produced any at all in any, if we were outsourcing this to any other company. So would well cost just for one chapter over $75,000. I hope that you're going to come to appreciate. Now, don't take my word for this. This is stuff you really need to come to discover on your own. I'm not going to even sell you on that the course is worth $75,000. It may not be to you, because you may not consider yourself worth $75,000. Then obviously you are not a person with a millionaire mindset. If you have a millionaire or a billionaire mindset, you don't mind making an expense of $75,000 on yourself. Henry Ford did not mind spending $75,000 for the Master Key System, because he knew he had a vision so strong to see cars all over the world, and whatever tool that would enable him to do that would be money well spent. So you look at Henry Ford, you look at Alexander Bell, you look at Thomas Edison, you look at Nikola Tesla. I mean, was it a good investment for Nikola Tesla to pay $75,000? Ask yourself that question. I believe it was, because we're still using his electricity to this day. Is it worthwhile that Walt Disney spent $75,000 for the skill to develop his capacity to create things? Because the master key system is truly an unlock yourself course, unlock your potential. It's the key to your future. It's the key that unlocks the true master inside of you. How much money can you make with the master key system? Well, the reality is not just with the master key system. You can get any riches you want to. You can get abundance of wealth, the radiant health, and the list goes on. It's the key to all the elements of your life. Whether you want better relationships, whether you want success in life, whether you want to unlock the fullest of your potential. Any sports person, any business person, any performance person, any person who puts out creative materials to the world, it's been called the guide to the law of attraction. Bring any luck, any money, any success, any love, any joy, any abundance, any faith, any growth, you can attract it. As a matter of fact, in the description, we put this line here, which it says it's the most effective, most powerful program and menu to be able to absolutely create, construct, attract anything you wish. It's been called the mature or adult version of the book and the movie The Secret. Many of you have seen the movie The Secret. Many of you have read the book The Secret. I recommend it. It's a easy, pleasant read. It's inspiring. I would almost say the movie The Secret is the trailer, the teaser trailer, the tickler trailer to the main program, which is our program, which is really taking the Master Key System serious. Because a lot of people who have viewed The Secret, they go, yeah, it's nice, but I can't do it. Exactly. There is not enough instruction in there. Rhonda didn't have the objective to give you in-depth instruction. She herself, the reason why she made the movie is because of the Master Key System. Her daughter gave her a copy of it, and she went like, wow, this stuff has been kept like a secret to the rest of the world. I'm going to reveal it to the rest of the world. And that is exactly what she did. And so if you like The Secret and you are you go, I would like to be able to do that, then let's get into the Master Key System. Now, I have said, yeah, we can ask ourselves the question, how much is it worth, the knowledge and the ability for a person to be able to manifest, create any of these dreams and wishes? You know, by the way, we're also getting into the translations. We're paying $24,000 for the translations per language. If you're a candidate to translate, approach us. And if you do a quality translation that is approved by people in your country, then we will gladly pay you to do that. But as far as the course, we're not selling it. Charles Hanel sold it for $75,000 per student. We're selling it for $24,000 per student. And we're chopping it up in the capacity to purchase it for $1,000 per chapter. The first chapter we're giving free as a demonstration. $24,000 is the amount of money for a small car. It's the amount of money for a small house, like more like a garage. It barely would pay for any college education. And yet that's what we're charging for the Master Key system. Don't tell me that it's too expensive. If that is too expensive for you, there is several solutions. You can introduce some other people, you get commissioned on that. If you introduce 5 people, you end up getting your course paid for. So that's fair enough. Or don't use our materials, go study on your own. I mean, we're providing PowerPoints and PDFs and videos with lighting in the background, with text that unfolds on the screen, with professional video production, narrations, etc. That costs money, my friend. And if you feel worth it, then spend that money. If you feel that that is too much for you, begin to study the materials, first of all, that we're giving for free. Secondly, you could and can study it on your own. What is it that we actually do with the VIP system? Well, we're going for extreme understanding. And extreme is this word today that's become popular in that we don't just want a little bit of understanding, we really, really want to get it. Yeah? It was wonderful. Rick was one of the gentlemen. He studied the Master Key system for the past 2 years. And he indicated, right now, thanks to the classes, I'm understanding it way better and I'm able to actually use it way better. And ultimately, that is the most important point. So we bring in all sorts of specialized support tools like accelerated learning, accelerated understanding. And then there is coaching on how to use it. One of our next phases will be, okay, now you know the Master Key system. Now you're struggling with this particular situation in life, or you have the aspiration to change that situation in your life. And then we'll do live sessions on this. I'll become a little bit like the Dr. Phil of the Master Key system. And I'll gladly live with you say, listen, this is what I would like to do. How do I apply the Master Key system? Now, before we do that, we have to come to know the Master Key system. Now, there is 2 other qualities besides the understanding in a very peculiar, intense way that the VIP is offering, and the how to use it, how to implement it, coaching. We also are not only a university that charges, but we're also a university that pays the student to study. You get a profit share. And to get the profit share, you don't need to share it with others. That's the exciting part. If you don't like sharing, if you're afraid of sharing, if you've shared so much and people are sick and tired of having you share another MLM or affiliate program or some Tupperware sort of deal, then here you don't need to do that. You can just study, you'll still get paid on a daily basis. And you also get paid to share it with others. So, 4 things. Extreme understanding. 2, coaching on how to use it. 3, we pay the student to study. 4, we pay the student to share. Let's take a little closer look at that. Hold on, I'm trying to find my slide. Where did it go? I guess that's the one. There it goes. We pay the student to study. We have a daily percentage, a profit share, based on the overall profits of the university. People ask us, how much do you pay per day? It changes every day, from all the way from a 0.01% all the way up to 1%, within that range, per day, automatically. It depends on the sales and depends on some of the investments we have. Number 4, we pay the students to share. There is a 20% referral reward. When you look at it this way, of the 24,000, you actually can make a commission of $4,800. Now, I hope you realize that this is serious. How many programs do you have online in which on one person you can earn $4,800? That's like a commission on a house. That's like a commission on a very expensive car. and yet you don't need to work for that dealership or work for that real estate office. You can just do it by sharing such a phenomenal course with somebody. Now you can say not everybody is ready to fork down 24,000. I agree with you on that. Some are not. But there is people that can pay $1,000 per chapter. And per chapter you will continue, and for as long as they add more chapters in the future, you will continue to get a commission on that. So this is the way to resolve it if you don't have the money to do it yourself. This is something new for this year, that we are setting up a professional team of leaders, people who know the Master Key System, people who know the VIP team, and they will gladly follow up with your interested prospects. They'll answer all of their questions, and they'll guide them towards a fitting purchase on your behalf. Professionally done. These are not timeshare salespeople. These are not used car salespeople. These are people that are some of the classiest salespeople, that know how to sell without pressure, that sell with the heart, service, the importance in mind of the prospect. Now, we need to set up a structure that you'll be giving up a percentage of your profit to the person who closes the sale for you, because there's a lot of work going into that. And we understand that some of you can do that yourself, enjoy doing that, but many of you don't. Well, we have it available. So, in this case, it is a question of not is the course good, it is a question, are you ready? And the thing you are ready, it doesn't need to be related to VIP or the Master Key System, it needs to be, are you ready to unlock your fullest potential? Now that's a big question right there. Are you ready to unlock your fullest potential? Your fullest potential, that's quite something. Yeah. I had a thought this morning. It went like this. And I hesitated to post it. Had I posted it, it would have said, once you realize the full power of the Master Key System, you're going to cry. And I was like, Lieven, that's a sad post, you know, and that's like a sad motivator. Like, am I gonna pay money to cry? That's not what I meant. What I meant is that you will go through this phase, and I have personally, where once you realize not only what is inside the Master Key System, but then the Master Key System begins to let you discover what is inside of you as phenomenal potential, then you go, why didn't anybody teach me this before? And that's when you cry. It's sort of a cry of joy, of gratitude that you finally discovered this long lost secret. But it's also a crying of a sadness of, my God, I've wasted so much. I could have done so much more already. And inevitably when that happens, I guarantee you, you will begin to think about passing this on to your children. I know we're going to get parents wise enough who will say, I'm buying this for each one of my children. And some parents may not want to do it or be able to do it, but we'll have grandparents do it. As a grandparent, wouldn't that be a gift? If you have 10, 20 grandchildren, instead of leaving some inheritance which they may or may not waste on stupid things, how about giving them each a VIP account on which they earn income, but at the same time that they get a gift of the Master Key System. See, that is the kind of stuff you do once you realize how powerful the master key system is. And once you realize how the master key system unlocks that phenomenal potential inside anyone. Master key system is not about making money, even though it can be. It's about unlocking potential. You or your child or your grandchild may be an artist. There may be the next Picasso or the next Michelangelo or the next Van Gogh inside, or the next Rembrandt inside of you or your child or your grandchild. Wouldn't you love to have that come out? So that perhaps they could paint the next Sistine Chapel? Or perhaps they're an inventor. Perhaps they're like Nikola Tesla. Or like Thomas Edison. Perhaps you are, and you don't know it yet, and you have that potential inside of you. Maybe you've known it, but you know you haven't been able to bring it out yet. And here you have the capacity to do it. So that is where, let me go back. There we go. A big question is, are you ready? Are you ready to provide that to your children? Are you ready to provide that to your grandchildren? And we don't, with none of this, we're asking you to take our word for it. I'm Flemish of origin, and that means we basically believe nothing until we experience it and we see it to be for real. So that is where we gladly give away the, let me just make the video a little bit smaller. There we go. That we are saying, take the 10-day challenge, the Master Key 10-day challenge. And it actually means that during those 10 days, you're willing to dedicate 45 minutes per day. I'll show you how to get the full potential. So the first chapter, we're giving it away. It's a full set of classes you've already seen. I mean, you get here, look at this, the amount of things you get, all the PowerPoints, all the MP3s, all the videos. And once you will be inside, you will see, as a matter of fact, I can show you that right here. If, for instance, you click, let's say class number 1. Here we go. I clicked on the MP3. And there it begins. Stop it right there. And there is, on everything you do, there is the capacity to download just this class, to download all the MP3s, to download the PDF, beautiful design PDF. Have it in your house, have it in every important room of your house. That includes your toilet, so that you can use these minutes to study some of the Master Key system. Beautiful PowerPoints. When, yeah, right here, let me close this off and let me show you one of the PowerPoints. They're exquisite, really, really exquisite. And you can also download them, but there we go. Nice, huh? See, we didn't just put the text on the screen. We made the text alive. We chose decor, and in the live video there is actually lights behind it that stimulate the brain to learn with more brightness. And the text unfolds as it's spoken, it unfolds on the screen. And the text is highlighted, as you can tell. That much gathers more is true on every plane of existence. And that loss leads to greater loss is equally true. Now that is the equivalent of, let me show you, hold on, there it is. Yep, coming right up. There it is. That's what text looks like all by itself. That much gathers more is true on every plane of existence. That loss leads to greater loss is equally true. Can you see how this is a little more difficult to grasp? And this is one of the easier sentences. But that is where we really get into showing this in a way that it becomes understandable. Then we have sessions where we chop this up, where you come to understand this with explanation. We center the text, because that involves both of your brain hemispheres, and we chop it up in parts that it becomes digestible. Yeah, so that is, all of that is available in these incredible. Well, actually, we've done another discovery which we may end up taking a patent on. It's so powerful, just in these past few days, and it's an extension of this level of teaching. Now, in the teaching, we also use the Pimsleur method, which is a method by which we reduce the amount of material to a small tidbit, less than 5 minutes, that we listened to before. That's how all of our classes are structured. Our classes are 30-minute classes, and we call them VIP Turbo Learning classes because we listen to that tidbit and it doesn't make much sense, or it may to a degree, but then we want to get through in less than an hour, half hour, go to a eureka, aha moment, and that's done through the 20 minutes in between. And we do that. That's available right there in all these tools. I hope you can see, my friends, this course, we could charge the $75,000 for it. We really could. By the time you're going to get the 24 chapters, you will have over 3,000 tools. Now, you could go, am I going to have to study all of them? No, you get to use the ones. At different times, you will find that different tools are most appropriate for you. And you'll definitely have some of your favorites. Now we want to come to hear that. One person may like the audios better. Another one may like the PowerPoints better. There is also meditation tapes coming out. There's going to be subliminal tapes as well. Lots of exciting things. Anyways, the 10-day challenge, we're giving away a full chapter. And people go, well, if you're giving away $1,000 chapter, isn't there a catch? Yep, there is a catch. And the catch is there is no catch. It's a test drive. But a real one, not just a little sampler, tiny little, no, go in, boom, for 10 days. Dive in. And use chapter 1 and all the materials so that you can experience it. If you can experience it, it becomes real. We're actually recommending to go through each of the 10 steps, and to do it, take one class per day. It takes about 30 minutes. Combine that with the exercise. It's always the same exercise. It's a meditation, a relaxation that you learn to do, and do that for 10 days in a row. By the way, since we're on Facebook, make sure you're on Facebook. If not, make sure you join our Facebook group, the VIP system. Do subscribe to the YouTube channel. You know, subscribe button right there. You don't need to subscribe to yourself. Because you'll find fascinating materials here. Yeah. If you can't afford the course, here, go here. To, voila, all 24 chapters are here. Now, not as many tools. This is actually a great narration. And It's set up by the people of Audio Enlightenment. I recommend them highly because they've done a fantastic recording of it. And come to use it through self-study. We just make it easier, and I'm convinced not only do we make it easier, we definitely enhance the we're gonna get a group of people, the people who are taking this seriously, like for instance the people who are doing the translations. They're gonna come to know the Master Key System so intensely it will affect your life for the good, for the potential, for the fulfillment, for the joy, for the full expression. You know, Wayne Dyer says, please, please, please don't die with half of your music still inside of you. Well, the Master Key System, the way it's presented by the VIP team, is precisely a way to assure that you do not keep all the music inside of you, that you don't die with half of your music still inside of you, that you bring out that music. I hope as you watch this clip here, this Sunday morning rant, that it inspires you to awaken to that potential that you have between your ears, that you have, that you're born with. That is your birthright. Come to claim it, come to own it, come to unlock it, come to know how to use it, because that's what the Master Key System is all about. The $24,000 will be the cheapest but most efficient, most targeted investment that you can ever do in your life. Heck, you'll spend more money on cars, on houses, or mortgages, or invest a little in yourself, huh? Okay, folks, this was it. Live broadcast, nice little test, I hope, and I will quickly double check and see if there is any questions that were posted. No more questions, good. Well, then we'll let the live broadcast be what it is. And I've enjoyed it. I've once again gotten a chance to speak to you, inspire you. I don't want to hear that I'm a great speaker. I want to hear that you get into action. Tonight when you go to sleep, ask yourself the question, is this week, this upcoming week, is that the week I'm going to begin to make claim of my own potential? And if it is, use that $1,000 gift that we're giving to you. And believe me, it's worth more than $1,000. I believe just that one chapter, it's actually worth over $10,000. I could easily sell it for $10,000. It's a gift for you. Now, as of chapter 2, we're going to charge. That's the catch. Yeah. But like I said, there is ways of share it with others, then you don't need to pay if you're in financial difficulty. If you have the money and you don't want to share, that's fine. Yeah. Or study it on your own. Anyways, have a good Sunday. And in case I didn't wish you a Happy New Year yet, Happy New Year. Use our Happy New Year's gift. Of all the gifts you received this year, I guarantee you, this $1,000 first chapter of the Master Key System is the most valuable gift that you could have received. I hope once you have dug in, once you've begun to study, that you will go back to the person who gave it to you and you're going to thank him. Not because I say so, but because you genuinely will have gratitude for the person who thought worth while enough about you to give you that gift. Now we're living in a world where you give that gift to people and some will never even open up the gift. Some will say, thank you, I really appreciate that, but they won't use it. Well, that happens. That's like sowing seeds, and some of the seeds fall on the rocks and some of the seeds fall in the thorns. Some of the seeds fall in fertile land. I hope you, my friend, yes, you, watching this video, are fertile. I hope you will let yourself be impregnated with the magnificent information of the Master Key System. Yeah, I ain't putting on a show. I am passionate about this thing. I'm beyond words grateful that I discovered it as a gift for myself. And I am not only that serious, I'm life serious and everything in between to bring it to people like yourself. Grab a hold of it, prepare your budget, and then you're gonna have such a blast sharing it with others. And for all of it, you're gonna get paid. Worthwhile discovery. Quite likely to become one of the greatest discoveries of your life.